2025. Happy New Year. I'm going to do a series here in the next week and two over various different, I want to drive home again topics that people may be a little confused about or unsure about going into the new year. So, one of the most common New Year's resolutions, what is it? If it's not any more cliche than it used to be, is for the New Year resolution, I want to lose weight, or I'm going to get in shape. Or now, usually a lot of it is, sharing a quote online saying, I'm going to start caring about me now in the new year. And then usually the caring about me has got nothing to do with fitness, and usually the person's very overweight. It's quite ironic. So we're going to go back to the old school of the people that actually want to better themselves in the new year and lose weight. So today's topic is weight loss 101, and a quick explanation of and a quick suggestions that you can make if you're trying this journey of losing weight finally, because I'm very aware a lot of people do this and they end up quitting in a large period of time. So I'm going to quickly explain three categories I'm going to cover about weight loss. I'm going to explain to you what weight loss is and how to lose weight, and I'm going to give you various tips on it anyway. Now, if you haven't watched any of my videos before and you're quite new here, please do like and subscribe and check the channel for more. I do cover literally everything, and a bit of background on me so you know that these suggestions and advice isn't coming from some loser. Not me, I'm not a loser. I myself struggled with weight many eons ago. I was about 16, 17 stone, and then I went off onto lost a lot of weight, and then I've actually became a competitive natural bodybuilder. So I know the sort of, and that's with no guidance in that whole journey of losing weight. When it came from them 8 to 9 years doing this, no guidance from weight loss or coaches in terms of training and everything, all on myself. So the first thing you want to address here when it comes to losing weight, so if this is you, that you do want to lose weight, the first thing I would approach it like would be kind of like a drug addict, right? The thing I would ask is, and you might laugh at this, the thing I'm going to ask is, you should firstly say to yourself, I have a problem. Look at yourself, look down, and say, holy shit, I can't even see my genitals. I have a problem. I can't see my knees. I have a problem. I'm getting out of breath walking up the stairs. I have a problem. You look at yourself in the mirror. I don't like what I see. I have a problem. And the reason why it's important to say that is, if you're an adult, at least you can rationalize yourself. If you have a problem, say there's a problem with one of your children, they're unwell, or your house breaks down in some way, there's a problem with it, you have a structural damage somewhere, you fix it because you're an adult, you take responsibility. The same goes for your health. Now, the reason why that's so important to understand that you have a problem, accept it, and then fix it and address it, is because a lot of people, when they, especially more women I would say, is when they do start these kind of, we call it weight loss journeys or whatever, some anyway, come quite unsuccessful after a period of time, and then what happens is they end up adapting more of a positive kind of mental outlook on like fat positivity. And this is usually from social media, right? They're seeing social media influencers sharing this, which I will say, crap on like fat positivity, and it's, I'm beautiful in the body I am, and my body was made the way it was, it's beautiful. And it's a kind of defeatist attitude, right? And that's why they're doing it, because they've been defeated and they're looking for a different additional avenue to kind of get, what would you say in society, clout and somewhat acceptance. But it's false acceptance, because just because you've adapted this sort of pride positivity movement, other people haven't, and they don't have to, and people will still view you from the first physical appearance outwards, right, before you even speak to you, as probably, oh, that's a large man, or it's a large woman, or that other person's slightly overweight. Now, I don't even care if you do believe the idea of, well, I'm confident in the body I'm in and stuff. At the end of the day, deep down inside, if someone gave you a pill right now to make you skinny, or to give you the body that you've always wanted, you'd take it, right? And you're not trying to justify yourself to me or anyone else. Just in your head right now, you would take it. I know you would. Because deep down inside, no matter if you've tried to convince yourself online that fat is beautiful, you're looking at yourself in the mirror right now and you're not happy with what you see, more likely. I'd say 99.1% of people are like that. And also the whole idea of being able to move around is just not, you know, getting tired and pains. It's not good. So that's the first thing. Accept that there is a problem, and I would say that make yourself the commitment to fix it. You know, because if this goes south and you fall off a plan, or you stop doing this, you've made yourself a commitment, you're an adult. So you need to honour that. So the second thing would be is to explain and address what weight loss is and how to lose weight. Like, this is a very simple. It's ridiculously simple. In fact, coaches on Instagram and online have made businesses being a quote unquote, weight loss expert or guru. This is a very simple concept. It doesn't matter how many different ways you try to spin it and make it awkward. How you lose weight is you take in less calories than what you're burning. So whatever your body expends in terms of energy and calories, you need to be consuming a little bit less than that, or creating an output more than that. Now, you'll never out-train a bad diet. You'll never be able to out cardio a bad diet, but you can certainly increase your output, that'll increase your fitness levels, that will help you lose weight and also reduce your calories. That's it. That's weight loss. Weight loss is not a complicated idea. It is very simple. Now, minus the fact that you have thyroid problems or medical conditions, but realistically, in reality, it's a very, very small percentile of people who have that. Like, it's ridiculously small. So for people to come and go, oh, well, I have an active thyroid or whatever, it doesn't matter. Same people with fast metabolisms. I know people with fast metabolisms that can eat a lot of food and get skinny. And people with slow, I have a slow metabolism. But the fact of the matter is, in reality, is we just have to work a little bit harder. That sucks. That's not great. It's annoying that we can't eat what we want, or other people maybe we know in our family. But that's the reality of it. And we just need to accept that. And no one's going to look at you and go, oh, well, they have a slow metabolism, it's not their fault. They're just, again, going to see you for what you are. And you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, overweight, and you're not going to say, oh, it's okay, I feel okay about that, why? Because I have a slow metabolism. You're not going to say that. You're going to go, fuck, I'm overweight and I'm fat. So, we know how to lose weight, but the problem comes, and I think you all know what weight loss is anyway. It's a reduction of calories. But that hasn't worked. And weight loss gurus try to say that spiel in every awkward way possible, right? They try to say it in every possible way, and it never works because there's still people still overweight. So what does that tell you? Well, it's more of a psychological, mental thing, and a work ethic thing as well. I'm going to address this in a realistic approach, okay? And psychologically speaking, we need to address a few factors as well. If you want to lose weight, the work will need to be done, right? There will have to be an element of suffering as well. If you're so used to fast foods, sugary foods, and overeating, there's going to have to be a shift change in that. So that is going to require an X amount of suffering to begin with. Don't listen to the online coaches that tell you, oh no, you can still lose weight and eat the food you like by doing this. It's going to be somewhat hard. Now, we can make that suffering somewhat bearable by having nice recipes, nice food, changing lifestyle to the point where you get used to it and it's not a chore anymore, and that will happen. There's no problem about that. But to lose weight, especially at the point you're in from, it's going to require an X amount of work and an X amount of suffering. Accept that first. Right now in your head, accept that. But have the stoicism and work ethic to accept that and to say to yourself, yeah, and I welcome that with open arms. I wanna make a change, and I wanna really give a go at this thing, you know, and make people proud and make myself proud. The second thing would be then is tips and tricks on how to lose weight. So first of all, you're gonna have to find out what your maintenance calories are, or what you're consuming right now. There is calculators for this, but what I would advise you to do is make a diary over the 7 days of what you eat. Make a fine diary of everything you eat, and then calculate that up, add it together, and divide it by 7. That'll give you your daily calories you've been consuming every day, right? I would assume that's going to give you your maintenance weight, because if you're stuck at this weight that you've been stuck at for a while, whatever you're eating every week, that's justifying that maintenance weight. So you're going to take that calories you're on right now, and we're going to reduce that by about 300 to 400 to start with. I would, depending on your weight, if you're very overweight, 300 or so, 400. If you're someone that's just a little bit overweight but not massively, maybe 200. the idea is you're going to follow this. So you're going to strip it by 200, commit to it, track your weight, make sure it's going down by half a pound a week. Once it plateaus after 4 weeks or so, and you don't really lose weight, then we strip off another 200 calories or so. And we keep that process going, right? Now, tips to do this. I'm going to fire a load of random tips to you right now that I hope get some form of, help from, or, efficiency. So, first few things, finding the foods you like. Most people eat meals already that would be deemed quite healthy. So, for example, I'm going to take just random meals right here. Hamburgers at home. Burgers can be quite a healthy meal. You're going to if you make them homemade by lean mince and stuff like that, that's a really good protein source. Where people mess it up is, high ends of chips with it, where you could switch it for sweet potato fries with smaller servings. Rich baps and buns, the sides with it, heavy coleslaw, heavy sauces. That's where the calories add up. But the core of the meal is healthy. Spaghetti bolognese, mince, pasta, 2 great nutritional food sources. What people muck it up is the rich sauces, the garlic breads. The point I'm making is a lot of the meals you're eating already may be okay. You just need to make the amendments. Reduce the size of portions. Cut down on the heavy sauces, that kind of thing. Eating at night, that's another one. That's one that usually fires people, including me. What I would suggest is take a fucking hobby up. And I mean that. I mean, find some sort of hobby at night. Distract yourself. Or create a food plan in such a way where you're eating every 2 hours, where it's like 6-7 small meals throughout the day. So by the time you get to night, you're kind of stuck. You're kind of like full already, and you don't really want to eat anything. But a hobby will distract you. So at night time, if you're watching TV, it's going to be easy enough to pick a snack. I would suggest finding a hobby. I have previous videos that I've done, like weight loss snacks and high protein snacks and stuff, that you could definitely check out. They're nice, but ultimately, as I've said before, once you start that, it's very easy to go back to normal again. So I would rather you just, at supper time some sort of meal, a healthy meal around it, be it porridge and protein, or, eggs or something like that. Or something's quite nice, and run with that. Your physical output, what I would suggest is half an hour to 40 minutes walking a day, if you can, if you're really overweight, or at least 3 to 5 times a week. And just you don't need to do mad running. If that's your thing, do it. But for most people, it's not. And again, it's very easy for me to say, I lost this weight and I was your weight, you should be able to do it too. If you don't have the passion for training, of course it's not normal. Of course you could say, well, I have a passion for it, I don't. Absolutely. You don't have a passion for it, it's a lot easier for me to do it. So what I would suggest is find something that you can bear with. A nice walk somewhere down your local forest or something. You just need to walk, that's it. More steps you can do, 30 to 40 minutes. And once you come back from that walk, trust me, you will start to feel mentally more better, and you'll want to actually follow the plan more, because once you feel better, you'll want to eat better. So there is loads of different suggestions I can give for weight loss here. I mean, I could go on all day really with this, even though the topic is very simple in terms of tips. I could go on for large periods of time. Creating a more high protein diet will satiate hunger. Not giving up carbs, if you like it, is not necessary. You can still eat carbs, which will then keep your sanity in check. Finding nice different recipes online can sometimes help, although it does get boring making awkward things. Finding low-calorie snacks, like low-calorie popcorn's quite a low-calorie snack, low-calorie ice cream, that kind of thing. But all those things really are subconsequential when the end of the day comes back down to the individual. You've made the commitment here to lose this weight, so you need to stick to it. I mean, if this is a cycle for you, and you know who you are, where it's every 5-6 months I'm losing weight, or every year, this is your time to lose weight. And this is your time to really grab life by the balls right now, especially if you have dependents, if you have parents that are alive, or children, or something, or your peers. It does actually matter how you conduct yourself in society. It's not just a society where it's just like, oh, well, I do everything for me, and, I treat myself like a god. Your peers matter, and your community matter, and they will view you a certain way. And more importantly, for yourself, how you view yourself to others, and also just being greater than what you can be, actually accepting to your life that you have a problem and fixing it, you know what I mean? And actually taking on the responsibility of going, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to sort this myself. That is very noble, and trust me, the appreciation you will get from your peers when you do that will be quite staggering, and they'll come to you for advice, and that's a great feeling. Anyway, I've been Connor from New York Den. If you have any questions about weight loss, and this is your chance now, comment below. Ask me anything, any tips, and I will reply to those comments, please. So ask me anything in the comments, and I will reply and help you. Anyway, Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next video.